super exciting, not only because preseason is over, and as much as we need that, that's not the fun part about basketball. But even more so because we have this beautiful new gym. Like, this is the first time we've been on the main court. We've been mostly on, the side with it all closed up and everyone's kind of walking around. Like, it's beautiful in here. Like, we finally see the seat backs and everything. So it's even more exciting than a normal year.
When I had the opportunity to talk with you over the summer and see this team, kind of the tale of 2 years in terms of the depth. Now there's tons
oh my
of it.
gosh.
It's kind of a good problem to have, I would say, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We actually, we have choices. And with the exception of Imaya, everyone's, in good health, and we keep praying that it stays that way. And she will certainly be missed, as I'm sure everybody recognizes, on the defensive end more than anything else. But yeah, it's having too many people is a new challenge. That now we have so many choices that it's like, who do you go to when everyone's a hard worker? That's the other thing. You have talent, but you also have people who put in the time.
And we had some people who were here last year but were redshirting, and then some new freshmen. And those groups, the players that we haven't had the opportunity to necessarily see other than a couple of practices, some of them look pretty good.
Yes. No, it's really exciting to be kind of, I guess, behind the scenes in practice last year. So you see, Denisha and you see Joella play, and, Bree coming back this year for us is a really big deal. And now having the opportunity to be like, okay, we're actually, here they are, and you guys get to see them too. And, Joella's great at distributing the ball. Denisha is like an amazing shooter where everyone wants her on your team in practice, because it's like, she'll make it if I pass it to her. So it's just really, really exciting to finally get them on the court with you, not just in practice, but in games too.
As a team, you had a real taste of success last year, made a postseason run. How important is that, do you think, going into this season, knowing what it takes to do that?
Yeah, well, I definitely think, last year I think we had the mindset of like, well, we'll see how it goes. So far, we've kind of just made the best of things, and that's a whole different attitude than what we need to have this year. When now you're blessed to play with people who are capable, who are not injured, who aren't redshirting anymore. You have people who can actually play in games. I think our new challenge is, okay, how do we focus on, what are our new goals now? It's not, oh, we don't want to finish 10th like we were picked. It's, okay, wherever we're picked, and this is terrible, but I don't know if they've come out or when that's coming out. But it's like, how do we not focus on that, but focus on every single day in practice, what do we need to do to be better? And I think that will be the key to this season, is staying focused and, recognizing you might be better, but you're really not that good yet. So.
For you, what's the sweetest part of all the renovations in here?
Oh my gosh, that's a hard question. The floor is awesome, and I love the fact that they kept the same kind of design, like inside the three-point line, because I was kind of like, oh, I'm gonna miss the dog. But I love the fact that they kept that, and just the fact you're not slipping all over the place. The floor by the end, I think it was really on its way out, and I don't think anyone would disagree with that. So the fact that you can run sprints and cut, and especially for slower players who need their cuts to be as quick as possible, a nice stickier floor is much better.
Awesome. Thank you.
Right.
Thank
Good luck.
you.
Thank you.
Day one, how exciting is this for this group?
I think when you have 11 players on paper, all red shirts and everything considered, there's a lot of nerves there for sure. We got 11 players that are freshmen and sophomores on paper, so we're going to worry about tying our shoes right and doing the little things right now. But for me, going into year 4, it's just a new challenge, a new year, and a new journey to get started.
With that said, you still have 11 players. I mean, that's better than the 7 that you had.
We have 12 in practice, so I'll take that. Yeah, we right now we have 12, and they've worked very hard this summer, and they've really gotten better. The returners have gotten better, and the young ones have brought a lot of talent and energy, so we'll see what we can do.
How does that help, just having the bodies, sheer bodies that can play with each other, against each other, not having to worry about saving your legs, all that stuff?
Yeah, it's interesting. I went back and looked at last year's practice plans, and I was like, well, maybe I should go to 2 years ago. And then I was like, well, maybe I should go. Well, no, we'll just start all over and come up with a new plan and how we can max out the talent that we have and the players that we have. So it'll be day by day as usual.
Some really talented and athletic players. I had the opportunity to watch you guys this summer, and I was like, wow, this could be the most athletic team we've seen here in a while.
I hope so. Yeah, but I also think we have skill, and I think to win at this level and to win in the MAC, you have to have a certain skill level and ability to put the ball in the basket. So we have a nice combination on paper right now, and we'll see how that translates to the court.
Very cautious. You're pretty cautious, even though you have some talent and some good numbers. Is that kind of a because of last year and the fact that you were optimistic going in, and then all of a sudden there's not that many people there?
I think maybe I'm just getting old. No, I am cautiously optimistic, but I also understand that this is the first time there are now expectations. So I think that with this young of a group, I think it's important that we stay focused on the journey, we stay focused on the little things. Expectations, whatever people have out there for us to do, it really matters what we bring to the table every day and that we get better.
Last year, Amaya and Ida kind of took over that role of point guard, and it ended up working out well for you guys, but having Bree back, that has to help you guys, and you must feel good knowing that there's that true point guard back there.
Yeah, I think we have 3 true point guards, to be honest with you. I think the 2 that you don't know anything about, I know a little bit more about, but we'll see what they're capable of. And I think with Amaya being injured, Bree's going to have to give us some time as a combo guard as well. So those will all get worked out. Ida will be missed. Ida, while she wasn't your prototypical point guard, could deliver the ball and was a basic playmaker and understood the game. So her maturity and her age really overcame what she might have lacked from a physical standpoint. We have young, athletic, fast point guards, and they have to learn the game at the college level.
Another person you're going to miss, obviously, is Teresa Coles, not just for what she did on the court, but the leadership. Who do you look to really replace that?
I don't think I think Teresa Coles is irreplaceable from what she brought every single day. But I think her legacy and her intensity has grown with the players that we have returning because they understand what she did and that someone's got to step in there. So it might have to be a committee of people, but I'm interested and curious to see who steps into that role.
Allie, what about, you talk about numbers-wise size, but the physical size of some of these players, even the younger players who were brought in, when you looked across the MAC last year, a lot of these teams were pretty big. You guys weren't one of those teams, partly because you didn't have those numbers, but now you look and you've got a lot of big players. And even you look at Collins in the position that she plays, now with her being able to do a little bit more with her size, and you guys look pretty good in terms of size, physical size.
Collins' physical development has been really exciting to watch this summer. Just, coming from her roots at Christ the King, she understood expectations and how to win. And she really attacked this summer in the weight room. So yeah, she's going to be somebody we're definitely going to have to depend on. People have said we've got the best returning front court in the league with Margot and Meg. I think we're certainly experienced. I think we can score there, but I think that remains to be seen. Troy Jaros getting cleared, that's just something that we don't have. We don't have that inside. But with Simone had another great offseason for herself. So. We're big, we're strong, we're athletic. We've got a little bit of everything, and now we just got to work every single day to put it together and make it work.
What's the best part of the MAC makeover, the renovation scene?
The best thing about it, I'll never get to experience the best thing about it because I think those chairbacks are going to be really comfortable for our fans.
Great. I was shocked that Tori got that 6th year.
They appealed it like 4
Well,
Okay, I'm good. Yeah.
all right, day 1 of practice. Obviously, you guys spent a lot of time together this summer, but to be out here officially, how does it feel?
Feels great, finally time to get at it, kind of like the official start of the season. We've all been excited for it, so we're ready to get started.
What have you guys been working on over the summer? I know you came back in a little bit different shape, obviously, bigger, faster, stronger. What have you guys been working on in terms of that?
Basically just like kind of melding together as a team. We have a lot of new young talent. We have some older players coming back. So now it's just basically mending that together offensively and defensively to the point where we kind of work as a unit.
Collins, what is it like to work with 11 or 12 people out here now, whereas last year, you were going to practice with a few, hoping people weren't going to get hurt. You didn't want to do too much in practice last year, but now that you have that depth, what is that like?
It's great,
now it's like you have so many people on the court, you're like, whoa, this is our whole team, like so many bodies, and it's just like it's exciting to see that we only had 7, and now to come and have 13 players, it's just like there's only so much we can do. Like it's gonna be crazy, like it's gonna be exciting.
How do you think that changes things going into practices, knowing that playing time certainly isn't guaranteed? You know, there's a little more competition. Do you think it'll change practice a little?
Definitely, but I think it's a positive, making us more competitive, more wanting to get at it and get to each other, like push our buttons, because it makes us stronger in games. So it's great.
Expectations, do you think going to be that much higher this season because of what the team did with just 7 players?
Definitely, I think our expectations are extremely high now because of the amount of players we have and the talent that we gained. So it's just gonna make us work harder and stuff. So.
What's the best part of the renovations inside the arm?
I don't know. I think honestly it's the chairbacks. I think that's going to help a lot of our fans. I feel like our older fans are going to really get something out of that, and you know, it's great. So now more people can come out.
Awesome.
No,
Thank you.
Thank you.